Now we'll do a exercise on time management. So you could take out your notepads or a paper, a pen or a pencil, and then I would tell you what you need to do. This is an exercise wherein you would be doing an assessment of your time. So in one day we have 24 hours, and in 1 week how many hours we would have? Multiplied by 7, which is equal to 168 hours. Now what I want you to do is, I want you to think of all that you do throughout the day in terms of activities, and I want you to give the time that you have allotted to each activity. For example, sleeping 7 hours, rest, sleeping and rest would come together, maybe reading 1 hour, playing 2 hours, then the necessary routine activities in terms of having food, my brushing my teeth, getting fresh, another 1.5 hours. So likewise, I could divide my time and could budget them. So the name of this activity is time budgeting, and I do a time budgeting for my own self. And maybe I could spend some time in prayer. So let's say 5 minutes or maybe 1 hour, whatever it is. I find what I do in one day and I multiply it by 7 to find the number of hours I'm spending for a particular activity. Perhaps there could be a few hours wherein I do nothing, and that is perfectly okay. So this exercise is about being true to yourself. So maybe you could take around 5 to 10 minutes and you could finish this activity. And be very true to yourself, because this activity is going to open your eyes. It will let you know where you stand and what you do. Because people talk about, sorry, I don't have enough time, I want to do so many things and not able to do. But after this exercise, really, one would be able to understand that what it is that I need to eliminate and what it is that I can add in my time, so that I can get the desired results that I'd always been dreaming of. I spoke about time wasters, and I spoke about ways to plug in these time wasters. Now let's look at the benefits that would come. Benefit number 1 would be increased productivity. Whether it is at home or it is at your workplace, whether it is about your health or whether it is about your spiritual practices, there's going to be an increased productivity. Number 2, since there is an higher or increased productivity, there would also be a higher income, because one would get promotions, one could get more or better opportunities, and thereby more income within the family. And for students, it means getting better grades, better performance in school, and being more loved by the family, because we see that somewhere in the minds of the parents, marks and grades are more in proportion with the love that they shower onto the children, and also by the relatives. So these benefits are bound to come in. And there would also be this benefit of handling multiple tasks, a long list of tasks easily without being under any stress or pressure, because I'm planned, I'm organized, I know what is it that I need to do. And so these are some of the benefits that would arise. To add on, there's this possibility of making more, not really possibility, but certainly it would be about making these decisions. Your decision-making skills would improve far greatly. Your ability to discriminate from the right and the wrong, what is it that I need to do and what is it that I don't want to do, would improve at a greater strength. Whether it's students or it is for professionals, it applies the same thing. Then another benefit that comes through time management is that I get enough time for my own self to plan adequately the further things that I want to do in life. It's about having time for your own self. spending time in silence, contemplating and reflecting on life, on how, you know, I have moved ahead, how I've progressed, and now from here, where next I want to go to, you know. So all these are some sweet benefits that arise. It's also about being more in control of interruptions that come. When I'm organized and I have my time management in place, when interruptions and disturbances would come, it won't disturb my state of mind or me. It would not be able to shake me up, but rather I'll be able to take charge over it. And lastly, then most importantly, there's going to be a lot of joy and fun in life.